Dios les bendiga, hermanos. Aquí estamos en San Marcos, a los pastores preparándonos para un servicio de gran bendición, de clamor y oración, hermano, para este año 2010. Dios les bendiga.
Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece.
¿Algunas palabras por acá?
¿Alguien busca café que levante la
Está
mano?
muy chiquito, ¿no tiene uno más grande?
Ese está más grande.
No puedo ni ver. Está muy grande para él.
We're just glad to be here, to be raising up our voices to the Lord, and we're excited about what God's going to be doing. And in case you haven't heard, come down to Santa Ana Revolution, the 27th. Mike Fernandez is going to be there. We believe God's going to do some awesome things. So just want to invite you. Just want to plug our next event for our youth. So praise God. We'll be praying about that too here today.
Gracias.
¿Alguna palabra, hermano?
Yo, pues yo estoy contento de que mi superintendente está teniendo estos ya en este año y va a ser un año muy bendecido, porque si ponemos a Dios primero.
That's right.
En un concilio que tuvimos último aprobaron 49 resoluciones unánimes, pero una no la aprobaron y esa es la que debían haber aprobado. Juan Bueno aprobó que la misión de la Asamblea de Dios era oración primero, así fueron los fundadores. ¿Y qué pasó? Mientras there's priorities, prayer is priority, more than any activity you can ever dream of. Cuando usted pone prioridad, no el último, no cuando está en un earthquake como Haití. Cuando usted pone oración de prioridad, entonces todas las cosas se ponen para Dios puede hacer. La oración es como el womb, where God brings everything to God. When you don't pray, you have everything of man. That's what we got. We got too much of man, too much of programs, and too little. You know how many? 70% of all the programs in the world's largest church are programs of prayer. 70%. 1.5% of the United States. And you can see the difference. Half of the congregation speak in tongues. Not even half the Assemblies of God speak in tongues. What's that matter? We started with tongues and everything. And God first, and then worship, and then we win the soul. But now we added discipleship, we added this and that, and everything's going down. And I've been in the Assembly of God 80 years. In fact, I'm 80 years of age, but I've been going to Assemblies of God 81, before I was born. So if somebody knows, and the now generation has to connect himself with the old generation, because you'll be lost, I'm sorry to say. If you don't have not some of us much and while preaching in the Concilio de Mano Ibarra or somebody old, and the young have to see the old. Don't go your walk, because you're going to go the wrong way. You cannot make your own path. You have to continue going around with a baton. Don't make your own stadium, your own thing. Sure, you have a different technology and a different generation and all kinds of appearances, but it's the same spirit, and you cannot change that. It's important that the new generation know the old and not separate yourself without having the old people. In the conferences and everything, it's the same thing. You got to put at least one of us. We're going to die next year, and then we're God. This man is también la misma ya. There's few of us that are old. How many of you here are 80 years old? El hermano está 70 apenas.
Están fuera.
80? Where were you at?
Yo voy a estar unos meses.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
My respect to you, brother.
No, really. I respect the young people, but even in secular and all education, the communication between in the families it used to be 7 minutes a day. Valuable communication. Now it's 45 seconds. Because you go to the computer, you go to iPad, you go to this, and you don't understand. See? Prosperity, over there in 3 John 3, is getting along with your relations with other people. Prosperity has nothing to do with money. It says prosperity is not having a lot of numbers, having a lot of programs, and having a lot of prosperity is having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and having a relationship with your fellow man. That's priority. Knowledge and systems and programs are something else. Now everybody goes here, everybody goes there. I was in the church for 10 years, and I never went to a program of young people because they're all in, doing their own thing, their own dancing, their own stuff. And I'm over here praying, everybody's sacred. The Holy Spirit is not a segregated person. Not annihilation. It's a unified. And you gotta pray with each other. You gotta make programs that produce. It's a woman of God that produces everything. The prayer is the one that brings fruit. And the prayer is always fruit. That's why I like prayer.
Cuando teníamos oración en la mañana y usted venía about an hour away in the morning, how many of us we were?
Well, about 200 members.
No, just remember when you would give me class.
1 or 2 or 3.
He would come.
No,
This man, when it comes to prayer, I'm sorry to say it, but at his age, he would be at 5 in the morning. I'm an ex-druggie. I would see him.
Yeah.
He would come like at 5 in the morning. He would be the first one to be there.
Pastor,
Ahí
algunas palabras.
en Richard Road. Me and him, you know what he would tell me.
Oh, que hermana Rita.
But he had dado las clases and then he would
Pues
tell me, okay, if you wanna
estamos
know
en
about
bendición,
prayer, nobody else.
contentos de estar con este grupo de pastores, teniendo
This
un
man,
deseo de oración.
no, yeah, no, es que,
Ojalá
of
que
course, but his age and
todos
everything,
agarremos la visión de orar
todavía venía en la noche y
y
nos daba
de ser
clases.
transformados por Dios.
I was 80 years
Pastora.
Hermana Celia, los jóvenes cantaron tan bonito el sábado.
Una bendición teniendo estos
Tenemos el
pastores aquí.
día misionero.
Esperamos una noche de poder.
Y el drama. Yo vi el drama.
Se vio el drama, pero usted no estaba, usted andaba.
Pero yo lo vi al drama.
Ah, lo miró en el video.
Cuando estaban practicando.
Oh, practicando. No, pero el canto.
No, están haciendo muy bien.
Cantaron bien.
The missionary day was a beautiful day.
missionary day. But I mean, the missionary convention fly in.
Oh, that's going to be the 13th of March.
No, but 19 and 20.
Oh, 19th and 20th of March.
Now, what's that about?
Vienen.
¿Algunas palabras, hermano?
Es una bendición el estar aquí con todos ustedes, compartiendo que
bendición.
creemos que Dios tiene grandes cosas para este año y empezamos el año en oración creyendo que la mano de Dios es movida a través de la oración de su pueblo. Que es un gozo poder gozar con estos siervos del Señor para compartir en esta noche un tiempo tan especial con ellos. Bendiciones.
He called me that I didn't know I went to El Salvador last year. I didn't know one person. I invited myself, but I told my Bueno that he called me. But when that was there in the morning, I said, Lord, Albert Bueno is a spiritual man, and if he's a man that serves you, he's going to call me this day, Saturday. 5 minutes ago.
A ver, hermanas, unas palabras, por favor. Esto va por Facebook, todo el mundo ya habló. A ver, hermana.
No más, que el Señor les bendiga. Estamos contentos porque estamos atendiendo a los pastores y también nosotros.
Hermana.
Que Dios les bendiga. También, como dice la hermana, estamos bendecidos por tener aquí a los pastores y pues también aquí ayudando a servir a su pueblo.
Que Dios los bendiga. Estamos esperando que empiece el servicio. Primeramente Dios se va a poner muy bueno.